Hello everyone, my name is Chip, and as you can see here, we've got the beginnings of a Death and Taxes deck. Now let's just zoom out a little. Ooh, it's a black-white Taxes deck. I like that. Let's just zoom out a little. Ooh, Esper Taxes. Interesting. Yeah, without Leonin Arbiter, I guess we could go 3-color pretty easily. Ah. 4 colors. Right. Zoom out again. Oh dear. Do we have a mana base? Ugh. Sideboard? Yep. That's a sideboard. Right. So that's the mystery solved. This is a 5-color Taxes deck that Leo submitted to me months and months ago. I've made a few changes, nothing too drastic. We're going to run it through some games and see how we go. I expect this to go about as well as I go on Tinder. And with that very sad note, let's get on with some games. Alrighty, we've won the die roll. We're going to go first. I think we can actually keep this one. Let's lead on the Triome and pass. Arid Mesa from our opponent. They crack it immediately. Sacred Foundry, untapped. Into an Aether Vial. Okay. Red, white Taxes, maybe? No idea. No idea. It'll be a surprise. Hallowed Fountain. Yes, we'll pay 2 life. Let's run out of Meddling Mage. We'll naming Lightning Bolt. Pass the turn there. Cavern of Souls. Alright, this'll help. Human. Okay, red-white humans. Activates the Aether Vial. Champion of the Parish into play. And there's a Thalia. Okay, we're not too scared of Thalia. No attacks and passes. Let's play a Plains. Run out Stoneforge Mystic. Let's grab our Batterskull. We'll just pass the turn there. No attacks. Opponent ticks the Aether Vial up to 2. They crack the Flooded Strand. Get themselves a Plains. Runs out a Reflector Mage. Bounces our Stoneforge Mystic. So it is 5-color humans then. They swing in for 5. We're going to take it. Lanes. Let's play the Plains. Let's run out another Meddling Mage. What on earth do we name? Just name Thalia's Lieutenant. Pass the turn there. Opponent ticks their Aether Vial up to 3. Aether Vial in. Oh, hello. Adeline. Scary creature. They play a Sacred Foundry tapped. They're swinging in. Making a human token. Let's just chump and take out the token. Go down to 9. We pass to us. Let's run out Aether Vial. Run out Stoneforge. Search up our Maul. Play a Mana Confluence. Pass the turn. Lightning Bolt on the Stoneforge. Okay. So unfortunately, that's the game. Alright. Against humans. Don't really have a sideboard for humans. I guess Thalia's not doing an awful lot here. Champions being immune to bolts pretty good. Sword of Fire and Ice is just an extra piece. And I guess that's it. Oh, Night of Autumn, take out Aether Vials. I like that. Probably go down the Scavenging Ooze. See what happens. All right, we've won the die roll. Let's play first. Let's keep this one. Let's go Field of Ruin, Aether Vial. Pass the turn there. When it plays an Arid Mesa, cracks it. Plays a Plains. And an Esper Sentinel. That's fine. Aether Vial ticking up. Plains is a good pickup. Let's play a Marsh Flats, pass the turn. Steam Vents for our opponent. Thalia's Lieutenant, okay. Counter on the Esper Sentinel. And they swing in for 2. We're going to take it. Controversial, but I'm going to crack the Marsh Flats. I'm going to get an Indatha Triome here. Go to our turn. Aether Vial ticking up. Okay, we're going to play the Plains. Aether Vial in a Meddling Mage, naming Lightning Bolt, which we saw last game, and then we're going to hard cast Night of Autumn, and we will just take out the Esper Sentinel. Even though they're not going to draw off it, I think getting rid of their creatures is how we get ahead, and we'll just pass the turn there. Hallowed Fountain, untapped. Reflector Mage. Okay, what do you bounce? You bounce my Meddling Mage. Okay, no attacks and is passing. I'll activate Aether Vial in response to its own ability, put the Meddling Mage into play, naming Lightning Bolt, and then I will tick it up to 3. Skyclave Apparition. Sure, let's play the Skyclave. Take out the Reflector Mage. Go to combat, swing in for 2, and it takes down to 13. Pass the turn. Phantasmal Image. Okay, taking our Meddling Mage. Okay, they copy our Skyclave, take our Meddling Mage. Mage. Interesting. And they bolt our Skyclave. And they swing in for 2. Okay, we will take it. Go to our turn. Aether Vial can stay where it is. Wasteland Strangler. Looks good to me. Let's use Aether Vial. Deputive Detention. Take the Thalia's Lieutenant. Wasteland Strangler. Think we target the illusion here. We'll let Thalia's Lieutenant go to the grave. Get rid of that spirit token. Go to combat. And I will swing in for 2. Opponent's going to block even though we get a 2/2 out of it. Okay. Yep. All right. Well, we'll just pass. Cavern of Souls. Naming human. Deputive Detention. Okay. That's not a human opponent. Targets our Wasteland Strangler. Okay. And an Aether Vial. Passing to us. Let's not tick up our Aether Vial just yet. Plains. Not a huge help. Let's run out Ryuk Champion, go to combat, swing in with both our creatures. Opponent's going to block 2 of the damage, takes 1, down to 12, pass the turn there. Opponent's Aether Vial, ticking up. Imperial Recruiter, okay, gain a life. What do they search up? Reflector Mage, okay. Go to our turn, Aether Vial can stay on 3. Mana Confluence, okay. Let's run out Meddling Mage, let's name Reflector Mage, and gain a life. Question is, do we attack here? Am I willing to lose the illusion to take out an Imperial Recruiter? I think I am here. Single block. Okay. They take 1 down to 12. Pass the turn there. In their upkeep, I'm going to hit that Cavern of Souls. They definitely look more Jeskai than anything else, but yeah, they got the island. Okay, maybe not 5 color, maybe just Jeskai. Esper Sentinel from our opponent. Gain a life. Vial on 2, activating. Thalia's Lieutenant. Oof. Well, we'll gain another life. No attacks, and they pass to us. Well, we'll keep Aether Vial on 3. Knight of Autumn. Knight of Autumn. Okay. So we could Knight of Autumn the Aether Vial to stop the Reflector Mage coming down. Sounds good to me. Let's just use our Aether Vial, take out their Aether Vial, gain a life. My Kingdom for a Soulherder. Hard casting a Thalia. Okay. Gain a life. No attacks and they pass. Keep our Aether Vial on 3. I mean, a Deputive Detention's pretty good. Let's just pass, see what they do. Mantis Rider. Okay. Counter on the Thalia's Lieutenant. Swinging with the Mantis Rider. Activate Aether Vial. Deputive Detention, target their Deputive Detention, gain a life. Take their Deputive Detention, Wasteland Strangler, just go after the Mantis Rider, and opponent's seen enough. Okay, good. Is there anything else that is particularly helpful? I don't think these Kitesail Freebooters are going to help. Let's bring in the Luxodon Smiters and the Scavenging Ooze, I guess. Run it back like that. Scavenging Ooze can combo with our Wasteland Strangler. This hand does not do a lot. 1 more land, we can Skyclave. If that land helps us get blue, we can keep blinking Soulherders to keep Skyclaving. Could be dead by then, though. Oh, it's all hinging on 1 more land. Well, if it's all hinging on 1 more land, just mulligan. This hand is even worse somehow. This one can cast the Skyclave, but I'm going to mulligan again. All right, I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to throw back a Luxodon Smiter and a Luxodon Smiter. And now if we get 1 more land, we get to do some very powerful things. All right, Scalding Tarn. They play it, they crack it. They get a Sacred Foundry. Untapped, down to 17. Champion of the Parish. Okay. Pass to us. Deputive Detention. Okay, well, we've got our to-do list. We're going to play Marsh Flats and pass. Esper Sentinel. Okay, they swing in for 2. Looks like they don't have the land. They don't. That's good. All right, crack the Marsh Flats. Let's get the Indatha Triome. Go to our turn. Hallowed Fountain's very good. Let's play the Marsh Flats and pass. Opponent swings in for 3. We will take it down to 14. Crack Marsh Flats. Get a Raugrin Triome. Go to our turn. Godless Shrine as well. Let's lead on Hallowed Fountain. Let's pay 2 life. Let's run out of Skyclave Apparition. Let's take out the champion. Pass the turn there. Opponent has the bolt. Yes, they do. Okay. Slows us down a little bit, but not a lot. And we've slowed them down an awful lot. Plains. Thalia's Lieutenant. They swing in for 3 again. I will take it. Go to our turn. Another Skyclave. Not bad. Let's play Godless Shrine tapped. Let's run out Skyclave, taking the Esper Sentinel, pass the turn there. No attacks from our opponent, and they pass. They are still stuck on 2 lands. Okay. Knight of Autumn as well, not bad. Let's just run out Wasteland Strangler, target the Thalia's Lieutenant. Let's get rid of the Esper Sentinel. Okay, that worked out well. Let's go to combat, swing in for 2. Opponent takes it down to 15, and we pass the turn. And opponent, they just scoop it up. Hey, look at that. Look at that. We beat a human stack. Wow. All right, Leo, I like the list. I like it. I made some changes, but I like what you're doing. Alrighty, we've lost the die roll. 1-lander, Vial. Well, look, prismatic endings in the format. These hands are not capable anymore, I don't think. Mulligan. We can keep this one, though. Just put Field of Ruin to the bottom. Ketria Triome. It's Rhinos, maybe? Let's play a Windswept Heath and pass. Steam Vents. Untapped. Blazing Rootwaller. Okay, they're a madness deck. I'm all about it. Hex Parasite as well. Okay, so they're a Madness deck with Urza's Sagas as well. Don't know why else you'd run Hex Parasite. Let's crack our Windswept Heath. Let's get the Indatha Triome to minimize how much damage we're taking. Stoneforge as well. Okay. Let's run out Sacred Foundry. I will pay 2 life, and then we will just run out the Kitesail Freebooter, make sure the way is clear for the Stoneforge. And now our opponent thinks we're 5-color humans, but we're much, much worse. Oh, everything's a creature. All right, well, we'll just pass the turn there, but everything being a creature is great because that means Stoneforge Mystic is clear to go. All right, they're pumping the Root Waller and they're swinging in. I mean, I will block a Hex Parasite here. All right, down to 14. Got rid of their Hex Parasite. Go to my turn. Another Stoneforge. Well, now they just have to come down, don't they? Stoneforge number 1, come on down. You can get my Kaldra, and then we'll swing in for 1. They take it down to 17, pass the turn there. Wooded Foothills. They crack it down to 16. Okay. Sacred Foundry, untapped. So they're not running Urza's Saga, they're running Trinket Mage. Yeah, okay. I like it. Trinket Mage was Urza's Saga before Urza's Saga existed. What are they searching up? Portable Hole, okay. Passing to us, Harsh Mentor, hello. Okay, so Kaldra is just gonna get hit by that Portable Hole. So Kitesail can take out that Portable Hole. So let's run out Soulherder, go to combat, attack with the Kitesail, and we will just blink the Freebooter, counter on our Soulherder, gonna take that Portable Hole. All right, they got an Esper Sentinel in hand now. We'll just pass the turn there, Stomping Ground, tapped, Esper Sentinel. And they're swinging in. Well, we'll just take it for now. Opponent pumps the Root Waller. We're down to 8. It's not an insignificant amount of damage they're doing. Sacred Foundry. Play the Sacred Foundry tapped. Let's put Kaldra into play. Go to combat. Swing in for 5. No blocks. Opponent is also down to 8. Gonna blink our Stoneforge. We have another blocker now, and we will use its ability to get our Batterskull. Soulherder's getting quite hefty. It's a hefty, hefty boy. Misty Rainforest. Crack it down to 7. They need a flyer here or they are dead. Forest. Let's go to blocks. Let's just block the Root Waller with the Stoneforge. It's done its job. Yep, opponent can pump it all they like. They trade off. Pass to us. Let's run out of Maul of the Skyclaves. And opponent has seen enough. They scoop it up to the sideboard. Okay, opponent's doing Hollow One stuff. Bring in the Burringtons. Let's bring in the Uriok Champions. Let's bring in the Luxodon Smiters. And Sword of Fire and Ice. Let's go down. We've got no way to blink Kaldra. Kaldra's still pretty good. I really don't want Meddling Mages right now. Everything else looks pretty good. So now we have to make some cuts. They're very high on the creature count, aren't they? So maybe we'll go down some Freebooters and I'll cut Aether Vial. Run it back like that. All right, opponent lost, so they get to go first. Yeah, we've got a Luxodon Smiter we're keeping. Wooded Foothills. They crack it. Raugrin Triome. Okay, passing. Plains is good. Let's play a Plains, pass the turn there. Another Wooded Foothills. They crack that one. And a Ketria Triome. Okay, so maybe they're running the big, was it Scion of Draco? That could be a worry. That could indeed be a worry. I think it's Sacred Foundry here. I will pay 2 life. And then we're going to run out the Uriok Champion. And then we've got Seasoned Pyromancer open. Pass the turn there. I suppose we could have gone Mana Confluence, Tidehollow Sculler, and still had Seasoned Pyromancer open for the next turn. Choices. 5-color mana bases are hard. Haggle. Oh, maybe they're not running Burning Inquiry. Vengevine. Okay, good to know. Hallowed Fountain. Tapped. They were going to pay costs there. I wonder if maybe they have a Bolt. Batterskull's good. Let's go Mana Confluence Tidehollow here. Let's see what's going on. Foundation Breaker and the Hollow one. And then they can deal 2 damage with their Kaleidoscorch. So let's take the Foundation Breaker because of the Evoke. And then they can spend their turn getting rid of the Tidehollow Sculler, I guess. Swinging for 1. Pass it there. The sooner we can get down this Batterskull, the better. Island. Casting the Merchant of the Veil. Okay, gain a life. Go to our turn. Skyclave's not bad. Field of Ruin. Let's run out Skyclave. Let's take out the Merchant and gain a life. Go to combat, swing in for 3, take it down to 14, pass the turn. I tell you what, Hollow One Vengevine is a lot less scary when you've got time to get a Batterskull down and you've got a Luxodon Smiter in hand. Bizarre Trade Mage. Okay, when it enters, they draw 3. No, they draw 2, discard 3. Interesting. Yes, we'll gain a life. Discard Wonder, and now they can get their Hollow One back, which gets their Vengevines. Very nice. Well, we'll gain some life, but the Vengevines have flying. How interesting. All right, they swing in for 8. That's fine. Go to our turn. Another Skyclave. We'll go down to 1. Ugh. We'll go down to 1 and we'll die to our Mana Confluence. That's what'll happen. Skyclave Apparition. Let's gain a life. Oh, we would have gained life off Uriok Champion. Ah, we would have gone down to 1. All right, let's take out a Vengevine, gain that life. Pass the turn, no attacks. Wooded Foothills, they crack it. This has flashback. So they're going to deal 5 to us. We go down to 12. Okay. Oh, Sphere of Annihilation. When it enters the battlefield, it has X counters at the beginning of your upkeep. Exile Sphere of Annihilation. All creatures and planeswalkers with mana value less than or equal to the number of void counters on it. And all creatures and planeswalkers in graveyards with mana value less than or equal to the number of void counters on it. Okay. So it enters with 3. Interesting. No attacks. They do respect that we have some offensive force. Luxodon Smiter is not the answer, I don't think. Okay, so what if we Season Pyro, ditch Smiter, hope we draw Artifact Destruction and land? I think that's where we're at. Or what happened, because this is going to deal 5 damage to us. Alright, let's go for it. Season Pyro, Smiter and Smiter. Does Stoneforge do it? I don't think it does. So they're going to hit us for 8, 11, 16. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, cool. Good to know. Against this list, we've already got our Graveyard Hate. Knight of Autumns could be good. I think it's got to be Meddling Mages as well. I hate Meddling Mage so much. Alright, Meddling Mage. Oh dear. Oh, let's not. What else can we do? Is there anything? I think we need the Aether Vial. Let's cut the Luxodon Smiters. It looks like they're not running self-discard. Oh dear. And we have all our Grave Hate in our deck already. I guess this is what we're running with then. We've won the die roll. Let's go first. Let's keep this one. Sacred Foundry, untapped. Opponent mulligan down to 5. So we'll take the 2 and we'll run out an Aether Vial. Pass the turn there. Breeding Pool tapped. Okay. Aether Vial ticking up to 1. Raugrin Triome. Okay. Let's play Field of Ruin, run out Thalia now. Pass the turn there. Wooded Foothills. They crack it. Get themselves a Sacred Foundry, untapped. Territorial Kavu. Okay. Pass to us. Aether Vial is ticking up. Not bad. Run out Raugrin Triome. Pass the turn. No attacks. Portable Hole. Okay. Targets my Aether Vial. Aether Vial goes off. Stoneforge Mystic. Let's get Kaldra. Opponent swings in for 4 and they loot. Madnessing a Root Waller. Okay. No blocks here. Watery Grave. Tapped. And then they pass. Sword of Fire and Ice as well. Okay. So what happens if we wait here? We don't put the Kaldra down. They swing in for 5. We block with the Kaldra. Or do we just play the Kaldra out, swing in for 5? We're now racing them, but we're going to start putting swords and things down as well. And we also have the Skyclave to deal with the Kavu. And we also have Deputy Detention for anything bigger. Yeah, okay. Let's go for it. We're going to race. Kaldra comes down. Go to combat. Just swing in for 5 here. Opponent takes it down to 12. Pass the turn there. Temple Garden. Down to 10. Oh, getting close. Foundation Breaker. Right. Now, they're going to run into a problem. Can you guess what that problem is, everybody? They're targeting our Kaldra with Foundation Breaker.
Read it right. Read it right.
Another Territorial Kavu. Okay. And they swing in for 5. I'm going to take it. Oh, opponent didn't draw anything good, and that's the game. Okay. We were drawing a Knight of Autumn next turn. Very nice. All right. That's another one. Another one? What? I'll take it. Alrighty, we have lost the die roll. This one's a mulligan. Think we can keep this one. Gonna put back the Deputy of Detention. Opponent plays an Underground River and casts Venture Deeping. Narcomoeba. They're a self-mill dredge deck, I'm guessing. Is this the same deck again? Bizarre Trade Mage? Interesting. Let's play Marsh Flats and pass. Swamp. Swing in for 1, we're going to take it. And they're just hard casting a Narcomoeba. Sounds good to me. All right, in their end step, we're going to crack the Marsh Flaps. We're going to get a Raugrin Triome. Another Mana Confluence. All right, getting a little painful here. Doesn't look like they have abilities, so I think Thalia might be the way to go. Pass the turn there. Forest. Bizarre Trade Mage. All right, they draw 2, discard 3. Ugh, Bloodghasts. Gross. They swing in for 2, we're going to take it. Down to 15. Go to our turn. Marsh Flats. Play it, crack it. Just get a basic here. Plains. Skyclave Apparition takes away the Trade Mage. Go to combat. Swing in for 2. Take it down to 15. Pass the turn there. We might have to Seasoned Pyro Soulherder and just start looping another Trade Mage. Oh no. Oh no. Ally total's getting too low. Please stop. All right, there's a Grave Crawler as well. All right, so they're like a mini reanimator deck, it looks like. They swing in for 2, and we're going to take it down to 11. Go to our turn. Aether Vial. Well, it's kind of worth it, isn't it? Mana Confluence. Oh, no, cancel. Thalia makes it more expensive. So no, we won't be doing that then. We'll just be taking the 1 to get our Soulherder down. No attacks. Soulherder will blink our Skyclave. We're going to exile a bunch of stuff. Take the Bazaar away. That's 2 counters on our Soulherder. And then we'll just pass the turn there. Another Bazaar Mage. Go away. I mean it this time. Just go away. Oh dear. All right, swinging in. I mean, looking at their list, their self-mill, I don't think Thalia is doing a lot. I'm going to preserve life total here and block that illusion. Go down to 8. Go to our turn. Meddling Mage. Okay. Well, it's Seasoned Pyro time. Let's get some cards. Let's ditch Harsh Mentor and Aether Vial. 2 Kitesail Freebooters. All right, those are flying blockers. That is what they represent. Let's go to the end of the turn. Soulherder will blink the Skyclave. Skyclave will take the Bazaar. We'll get some extra counters on our Soulherder. All right, now we have the biggest creature on the block and we've got plenty of blockers. Venture deeper. They're milling a bunch. There's the Vengevines and the Creeping Chill. Oh, they're running Creeping Chills as well. Of course they are, but I mean, why? Why are you doing this to us, opponent? Scavenging Ooze doesn't gain his life here because we haven't green. Oh, that's rough. Only swinging with the flyers. Okay. Down to 2. Oh no. I think we're dead. Tidehollow Sculler. Oh dear. I mean, there is some stuff that is of no help and it is here. Okay, let's think about this. We can Kitesail Freebooter. We go down to 1, but then we Skyclave take the other Narcomoeba and we could name Gravecrawler, I guess, if we wanted to. Opponent's going to try and cast these Merfolk Secret Keepers actually, aren't they? Meddling Mage. Merfolk Secret Keeper. No attacks just yet. Go to the end step. Blink our Skyclave. Take out a Narcomoeba. Pass the turn there. Scalding Tarn brings back Bloodghast. Okay. Swinging in with everything. Let's eat a token. Eat Bloodghast. Block the illusion. The Seasoned Pyro. We're down to 1. Go to our turn. Another Kitesail. So we lose, I think? Yep, we lose. Okay. Scoop it up. Remorseful Champions are always fun against these sorts of lists. Knight of Autumn as well. Gaining a bunch of life. I don't think the freebooters are all that good here. So anything else? They're going to get back Vengevines. So the Mirren Crusaders are very good against Vengevines. We'll go down the Tidehollow Scullers. Run it like that. We've won the die roll because we lost the game. Don't
try it.
Let's keep. They don't know it's a 1-lander. Marsh Flats, play it, crack it. Let's get Hallowed Fountain just in case. Pay 2 life. Aether Vial. Hearse. Watery Grave, untapped. Stitches Supplier. Okay, mills a bunch of stuff. Passes the turn. Land, please. Aether Vial, ticking up. Well, backup Aether Vial is the next best thing. Pass the turn there. Opponent swings in for 1. We will take it. Wooded Foothills. They crack it. Get an Overgrown Tomb. Untapped. And they're just hard casting a Bloodghast. Okay. Aether Vials. Ticking up. I mean, Remorseful Champion is very good. It's just pass the turn there. Windswept Heath. They crack it. Breeding Pool. Untapped. Bazaar Trade Mage. In response. Aether Vial. Yes. Remorseful Champion. Gain a life. Bloodghast and Vengevine in the bin. Okay. Swings in with both. Let's block the Bloodghast with the Remorseful Champion. Go to our turn. Let's tick up both of our Aether Vials. Play our second land on turn 4, the way nature intended. And then let's pass the turn. Opponent casts Venture Deeper, targeting themselves. Okay. Play a Watery Grave, getting back the Bloodghasts. So then in response to that, let's activate Aether Vial, Meddling Mage, Gravecrawler, because there's a couple in the bin, and I don't want them getting back the Vengevines. Well, they're fine getting back the Vengevines, but I want them to cast actual spells to do it. Let's gain some life. Back up to 19. Opponent casts the Merfolk Secret Keeper and is casting a Narcomoeba. Okay. Let's activate Aether Vial. Put Mirren Crusader into play. Gain some more life. Block the Vengevine. Sure, you can mill some more. Take 3 down to 20. Opponent mills a Narcomoeba and has a Prized Amalgam. All right. Gain some more life. Up to 21. Prized Amalgam comes back. Up to 22. Go to our turn. turn. I think we're just going to keep these Aether Vials where they are. Plains is good. Let's run out Thalia. Swing in with our Mirren Crusader. Opponent blocks with an Archamoeba. Pass the turn there. Grist. Okay. Counts as a creature spell because of its own ability. It's not affected by Thalia. Okay. They're sacrificing to destroy something. It'll be our Meddling Mage. Okay. And they cast the Gravecrawler, getting back the Vengevine. Big swings. Let's go Aether Vial, Skyclave. Let's take out the Bazaar Trader. An opponent scoops it up there. Okay. Not interested. All right. Against these guys, Sword of Fire and Ice, I think is actually really, really good. Now we know what they're doing with the Grists. Maybe the Tidehollows come back in. I like that, actually. Let's bring in Tidehollows. Meddling Mages are cute, but I don't think it deserves that many slots. Yeah, let's just get rid of it. Yeah, run it back like this. They get to go first this time. Let's hope we get a good hand. I'm going to keep because we're literally a planes away from blowing them out with Deputy of Detention. They play a Watery Grave. They run out Stitch's Supplier. Okay, mill a bunch of Hedron Crabs and Bazaars. Go to our turn. That's a Windswept Heath. Let's play Raugrin Triome. Pass the turn there. Hedron Crab triggers. Mills them a bunch. Dark Blast in the bin. Ugh, Dark Blast. That's gross. They swing in for 1. We're going to take it. Go to our turn. Mana Confluence as well. Okay, this hand just got really good, actually. Let's play Mana Confluence. Run out the Tidehollow. Let's have a look at what's going on. Well, we'll get rid of the Trade Mage. So our opponent has a Bloodghast and 2 lands. Lovely. Pass the turn there. Opponent mills a bunch. Getting back the Dark Blast. Underground River. Mills a bunch. Swing in for 1. We will take it. Opponent just hard cast the Bloodghast and Gravecrawler from the bin. Okay. Let's play Field of Ruin. Run out Stoneforge Mystic. Let's go get Kaldra. Pass the turn there. No attacks. So our opponent didn't have a stop in their upkeep. Oh, they could have Dark Blasted twice and hit our Stoneforge Mystic down. Swing in for 4. We will just take it. Dark Blast, yep, just to get it in the graveyard. Yeah, same. Now, if they had had a stop in their upkeep, or if they had a stop on their draw, or if they hadn't clicked draw straight away. Yeah, if they had a stop on their upkeep, they could have Dark Blasted our Stoneforge, then drawn it, then Dark Blasted again. I do love Dark Blast. It's a great card. But now they've done it, they can't even do it next turn. All right. Mirren Crusader as well. I mean, this hand is just paying dividends. Let's play Windswept Heath. Crack it for a Plains. We'll run out Thalia. And now we'll pass. Do they dredge the Dark Blast? They do. Get a prized amalgam. Very nice. I would love for them to Dark Blast my Thalia. Despair. Until end of turn, creatures you control gain menace, and whenever this creature deals combat to a player, that player discards a card. Okay, sure. They swing with everything that has power. Batterskull comes down. We go to blockers, and because everything has menace, we have to block with Tidehollow and Batterskull on one thing. So if we want to keep things around, we have to block like this. So we'll break even this turn. Now we have to discard 2 cards. Knight of Autumn, Mirren Crusader. Alrighty. It plays a Breeding Pool, mills a bunch of cards. Another Bloodghast and a prized amalgam. Gross. Well, Marsh Flats. Let's activate Stoneforge. Kaldra into play. Go to combat. Just swing in with the equipments. No blocks from our opponent. They go down to 7. We go up to 15. Yeah, we'll just pass it there. Opponent plays a Marsh Flats. Gets back Bloodghast, which will trigger the prized amalgams for the end step. All right, but they will enter tapped. Narcomoeba, that is another blocker. Cracking the Marsh Flats. Okay. Overgrown Tomb. Tapped. They mill some more. I feel like they should have done that in response to the Narcomoeba coming back. All right, they cast a Gravecrawler. Down to 5. And then they've got another Gravecrawler, so they can get Vengevine back if they want. They might have to keep it back on blocks, though, which is not where you want to be with your Vengevine, to be honest. Yep, Vengevine back. Gravecrawler comes down. Dark Blast on the Thalia. Okay, swinging in like that. Okay, well, let's block. We'll trade with a Vengevine. We'll trade with a Bloodghast. A billion prized amalgam triggers. So in response, we'll crack our Marsh Flats and we'll just get our Triome. So many triggers for 2. Oh dear. Unfortunately, the only creature that can block is Narcomoeba and Hedron Crab, and I think we have that taken care of. We're going to equip our Kaldra with the gem, go to combat, swing in for 9. Opponent goes to blockers. Look at all the keywords on that. That's a lot. Hey, opponent scoops it up. All right, that was really good. I'm really happy with how that went, actually. Dear. Leo, look at this list. Look at it. It's huge. It's 60 cards, but it's huge. The only way this could have hurt my feelings more was if it had Yuri on. I hate 5-color decks. Now, we definitely versed some more of the jankier brews, things you might come up against with your local playgroup, and we did really well. Way better than I thought we were going to do. And the deck can surprisingly hold its own. We've got Soulherder loops, we've got Thalia, Harsh Mentor, they all can chip away at different angles, and it's just a matter of finding it. I think something that might have been helpful is if we went primary white-red and ran Imperial Recruiter, and then we could start running the MDFC lands. That way we can guarantee our colors through creature blinking, which would be fun. But Leo, what have we done? What have we done? Some things I think should not exist. And now this exists. And I'm worried. What if, much like the meme of 5-color humans, becomes a legit thing? 5-color taxes. Well, look, I had fun playing it. As much as I hate 5-color decks, I did have fun playing it. I hope you all had fun watching it. And until next time, please continue to have fun.